Cry, baby, cry, oh.
Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. The light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's on, baby? Who's on, baby?
On the you put your on the car. It's like a weekend at Bernie's and baby, you look the problem. About to get it poppin', call a Uber, cause I'm a scuba. Dive while he driving, shot it rockin' and I maneuver. I know you like it when I put it, yeah. Maybe you should bring a friend along, yeah. Now, I got paper and I ain't gon' chase you, baby. I'm gon' take you down. Now, come on, shake it, baby, turn that around. I'm like,
oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's on with me now? Who's on with me now?
Guys, last time we were out here, coaching staff didn't like what we saw. You all know it wasn't good enough. So let's make up for that today and have a great one. I know you got it in you. So let me see that greatness come out on the field, all right? Let's do it.
set, B19! B19! Let's go! Green 30! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Alright, here we go! Green 39! Here we go now! Blue 90! Blue 90! Set! Green 39! Green 39! Set! Green 39! Green 39! Here we go now! 319! 319!
This is it. We're going for gold.
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You're taking the first steps towards success in this league. But don't fall back and get lazy. There's more steps ahead, so you got to keep it up.
You don't see me holding hands. Whoa, come and raise my love. Come on, take me on and on. Yeah. Fortune faded love. Fortune only favors me.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the...
Thank you very much, Larry. While the skies may be ominous, there's never a bad day for football. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 6. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Sean Sweezum now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own seal. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Third and long. It's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because...
So on fourth down, the Falcons will call on Matt Bosher to punt it away. Back deep is Devin Hester. On the return, Hester. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Paul Richardson, 57 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Yeah, here now come the Falcons. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. What's that word again? Symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Alone to the right is Jones. Now Ryan. And that's caught by Tammy. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's Ryan to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And incomplete here on 3rd down. He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tammy, there. And now it's 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure.
They've got his man complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kamal Ishmael. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Freeman again. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. And the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get a hook and let a running back get outside. Because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that
This is caught inside the 15. They'll get 32 yards there. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Marcel Reese, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used to pull back and pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got time, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Here's Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And that will be incomplete as well. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And 4th down coming up. The Falcons will call on Matt Bryant for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And They didn't get in.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He does have the one interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish, but when you've thrown 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than the ratio that all NFL coaches.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Luke Wilson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. It's caught. Left side. Tammy. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second down, Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's 3rd down. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And he maybe makes it. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Hester. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley.
All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 1st and 10. He'll take off out of the pocket here, and he'll take this all the way for the touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. 3rd and long. Freeman's going to cough up the football here, and the pass and catch will end up going for 66 yards. Seahawks with possession early in the first. Here's Paul Richardson found on the quick pass. And after the long pass, he'll score. Seahawks on offense, first quarter winding down. Lead now at 14. Graham hauls in the pass in traffic. And he won't be brought down until he makes it to their own 46-yard line. Seahawks would end up throwing a pick on the drive. Seahawks here, they have it at the 47. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and it's going to end up going for a gain of 32. Later on the drive, Reese is wide open here on the catch, and 14 yards later, he's going in for the score. Seahawks go up by 21. Seahawks line up at the 3. Wilson's able to get open here, and this 2-play drive goes for a touchdown. The Seahawks up now by 25. Down to late in the second. Quick pass is complete, and this long run goes for a touchdown. Seahawks way in front. So that's all for us here at the EA Sports Studio. We'll get you back out to the field now for some more playoff action.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jermaine Kearse, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now. With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And it's fielded at the 34. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just...
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And back onto the field now comes Devontae Freeman. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed. But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. Dad plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a group.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a deep.
There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 33 yards. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to...
Back now in Seattle, Washington, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Luke Wilson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Third down now following the completed pass. Ryan now to throw on third down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And it's taken in at the 9. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
No, she's singing. She's
on, like, the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this off.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Facing this fourth-quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
4 down. Here we go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass and want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. They're going to look to throw. They'll roll him out right. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio. Jones, that's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And on 2nd and 10 now. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards, and Charles, the defender, needs to know to stop there.
We've been talking about it for years. You essentially get one step after the quarterback throws his pass. Anything close to that or beyond that, you're going to get flagged.
Ryan, it's caught over the middle. Hooper, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 64 yards. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jones in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Falcons now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He's got time in the pocket, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. From the gun on third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On third down, Ryan. And he's got Suddith. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. It's caught left side, Tammy. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And the Falcons are going to get a first. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season.